we've had many discussions here, and he came up with an idea, and he wanted to honor his father, Herman Mentuk Sr. Herman's Anishinaabe from the Bear clan. He's the father of 4 children. He has many grandchildren, and they come from the community of Wewesikapo. That's where he grew up. Herman's a musician. He plays any chance he gets, anytime, anywhere, and his main instrument is the fiddle, but he can play pretty much anything. He also has a love and a passion for horses, and for a long time in his life, he trained horses for the local Indian circuit, and his fastest was a thoroughbred named Coastal King. Coastal King would dominate the 6 furlong. He also had an untouchable Indian pony named Thunder, who was hard to beat without a saddle. Herman enjoys his time in Wewesikapo with his wife and grandchildren, and every day he's doing something outside with his kids or on his side-by-side Polaris Ranger. All of his grandchildren know him as Papa. I know him as Nijaugan, or friend in Ojibwe. Herman's a residential school survivor, and would like to share a victory story from that time in his life. And with respect to that, it was a Sunday afternoon when him and his brother Morley and another fellow young man decided to take off from the school. They planned it out to perfection and made it all the way home, which is about 30 miles on foot. They recall a teacher who was coming down the road, but the boys hid in the bush. They pushed onwards to home, and one of his many stories that he has about survival in a tough world. The other stories we won't get into. His son Eric would like to thank him for raising him into being a man and being a kind person, and being there through all the tough times, the good and the bad. As men, we're here to take honor and to honor our fathers who have taught us how to do well, take care of our brothers and our families. With that, this special is in honor of him, so I'd like to honor his father at this time with a gift. Also, with respect to Eric's special here, I was asked to make a couple of announcements. There's a young man here who's represented his people well, and Eric, I know Eric and the kind of man he is. He's very generous and kind-hearted, but we've sat back and observed this young man who's represented his community. He's a powwow dancer, and he lives a clean, healthy lifestyle. That young man also dances fancy, and he represented Canada on the world scale of hockey here just a few short months ago. With that, we'd like to call up Mr. Darian Brown. Come and accept a gift on behalf of Eric and his family. That gift is a set of bustles, arm bustles, and whips. Let's give him a round of applause, people. All right, Bear Creek, stand by. Yeah, Darian ended up playing for Team Canada here. I believe it was in March. Went overseas for about 2 weeks, so congrats, Darian. We at this time I wanted to make a quick announcement with respect to Eric's special. There was also a good friend of his out of California, and his friend donated money to the drums. So with that, I won't mention his name. He didn't want any recognition at all, but wanted to give him a little shout out at this time. Bear Creek and Red Willow are going to be rendering the songs here this afternoon. On a side note, Eric and his family have taken me in as one of their own. I used to work up in Wewesikapo. I was up there for a little over 4 years, and we both like to hunt. We came up with this thing called Indigenous Hunts, and so we're looking to surge forward. Eric's going to take some time off of the Bustle Dome here after this powwow and focus on Indigenous hunts and teaching our young people a lot about outdoors and about hunting in general. So give us a like and subscribe on Indigenous Hunts social media, folks. With that, I'm going to turn the mic over to Mr. Donnie Spidell. Miigwech.
Thank you, Dale. Dale is also a police officer at the DOPS and chicken dancer extraordinaire, and from time to time is called to voice for people, a fluent Dakota language speaker. And we're very proud of that for him. And this time here, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go call upon the Bear Creek Singers to bring forward our honored individual here, Mr. Eric Mentuk, fancy feather dancer extraordinaire, bustle maker, father man. Here we go. Let us rise. Let us rise. Let us rise. Hee-yah. Ladies and gentlemen, as we make welcome Mr. Eric Mentuk of the Winnipeg First Nation here in Manitoba. We're very proud, ladies and gentlemen. We bring forward a man and his family as he acknowledges a father and son bond. We bring forward Mr. Herman Mentuk Sr., an Anishinaabe from the Bear Clan. Is a father of 4 children and many grandchildren. Lives in Winnipeg. We're very proud to see Herman and Eric working together, dancing together, creating a wonderful space of learning. Fancy feather dancers, gather around. Fancy feather dancers, gather around. How about a big round of applause for the Mentuk family here this afternoon. Thank you, good friends and relatives, for coming out in support of Eric and his father Herman and the whole family here from Winnipeg. Thank you to the veterans. Here's what's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to set the stage. We're going to be having 2 groups of dancers. Those of you that wear Mentuk Bustle Dome feathers, and those of you that don't wear Mentuk Bustle Dome feathers. All right. Now, we're going to be asking Red Willow to stand by. So, non-Bustle Dome customers, non-Bustle Dome bustle wearers, we're going to ask you to come on out to the arena right now. Our 5 judges, Celia, Celia Day Chief, Maddie Belgard, Lisa Miches, Michelle Whitecalf, Dabney Warren. Come on out. You're the judges for the non-Bustle Dome customers. Now, these are the guys that are part of the world set. And when we get to the Bustle Dome guys, Bear Creek's going to sing for you. So 2 songs coming from Red Willow for the non-Bustle guys of the Bustle Dome. So Red Willow, you guys ready to go? Or do you need a little bit of time? Need a little bit of time? You okay? Courtney? Courtney, good to see you. Holy smokes. Red Willow. Hey, man, these guys went down to Spirit Lake Nation a few weekends ago and they won the drum contest over there. Good to have you over here, Red Willow. Women judges, you're the ones. Maddie, Celia, Lisa, Michelle, Dabney. All right. And men judges, you'll be standing by. We'll ask you to be around. Eric, we're going 2 songs, and so the judges will select 1 dancer apiece. Is that right? All right. Okay. Man, this is a... Now, those of you that aren't fancy dance enthusiasts or listening out there on the World Wide Web, or those of you here in the house, fancy dance bustles are something special, okay? Any person that has ever danced fancy dance will know you need a good set of bustles, all right? Now, somehow in the world of dance, you know, Eric, I've been watching him dance for a number of years, and we're dancing colleagues and all that good stuff. Somewhere in there, you know, he picked up the craft. Now, I can tell you, hackle bustles, what most of these gentlemen are wearing, these hackle bustles, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, very expensive. Takes a lot of tenacity to be able to make a set of bustles. Now you also see some of our other relatives out here. They're wearing the wing bustles, the eagle bustles. And also Eric is also wearing a nice set of eagle bustles as well. Now, however, whichever style that you choose to wear, it is up to the dancer. Now these bustles are awesome. Judges are ready. I believe we're set to go. We're on the clock. We need some sound over there, Red Willow. We got the non-Bustle Dome dancers on the floor. We're ready to go. Song number 1, Red Willow. Let's get them dancing. Championship feather dancing time. Here we go. Wow, Manito Ahbee, come alive. Here we go. Feather dancers, feather dancers. Hee-ya, hee-ya, hee-ya. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that was song number 1. We're just getting warmed up here. Thank you, Red Willow. Walk around briefly, and then we're going to go right into song number 2. But, man, this is more to come, more excitement to come here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be asking our judges to get ready to go here right after this next song. You're going to be selecting 5. On the count of 5, we're going to come back over here to Red Willow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get them dancing. Here we go. Red Willow. Looking good, boys. Looking good. Woo! Yeah. Thank you, Red Willow. Good show, gentlemen. All right, those 5 judges, Selena, Maddie, Lisa, Michelle, and Dabney, bring us 5 dancers over here. And this here are the ones that Eric hasn't made these bustles for, all right? He didn't want to discriminate. So have you been selected? Come on over here. Come and shake hands with the family. Come and stand back. As soon as you're selected, come by. And we'll name some names a little bit later on once we get into the show finals. All right, we got another dancer. How many we got there now? We got 5. All right, let's give our remaining dancers a big round of applause. Thank you for coming here to the Eric Mentuk Honor Dance Special. Man, it's good to see the Schofields, the Taylors. Holy smokes. Man, we got some cool dancers in the house. Dancers from all over Indian country here. Feather dancers extraordinaire. We got some of the Panka Challenge. We got some of the Gathering of Nations dancers. We got folks from part of the great celebrations throughout the United States and Canada. Men judges, come on out. Now, these are Eric Mentuk, the Bustle Dome Incorporated. They are here. All of you that got dome-made bustles, step into the arena. Hunter Blanchingame, V. Whitehorse, Joseph Masu, Jamie Masu, and Christopher Scribe. Holy smokes, even Chris Scribe is here. Mr. Think Indigenous is in the house. Holy smokes. This is good. Well, you know, this is going to get good here. And then I believe we're going to be going to some head-to-head dancing. It's going to get extra good here. We narrowed down the field a little bit, so those of you in the audience, it's going to continue to get gooder, and better, and more awesome as we go. Bear Creek, we got you queued up here for song number 1. Let's get them dancing. Bear Creek, here we go. Hookah, feather dance time. on. Woo! Yeah. Even Eric was out there. Good show. We're going to go on a count of 5, and then we're going to go to song number 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to the dance. Bear Creek, here we go. Make some noise, Manito Ahbee, make some noise. Everybody scream! One more time, Manito Ahbee, make some noise! Yeah. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, your fancy feather dancers here. Wow. Looking good on a Saturday afternoon. Way to make them dance, Bear Creek. All right, judges, Hunter, V, Joseph, Jamie, Chris, bring a dancer on over here. Be standing by the ones from the first group. The ones from the first group, we're going to get the top 5 from group number 1, top 5 from group number 2. We're going to go head-to-head dancing. All right. Red Willow, Bear Creek, stay with us. Get some water. Someone take some hot refreshments over to those drum groups. We're going to need some hot songs, some wicked songs. We got 5. Looks like we got 5. All right, let's give our remaining dancers a big round of applause. Thank you. Gentlemen, thank you for buying bustles from Eric Mentuk from the Bustle Dome, Way Sikapo's finest bustle maker in all of Canada. Good show, boys, good show. There's some tall, fancy dancers here. Holy smokes. Hey, how you doing? Holy smokes. Scott Whithorn is in bustles. Hey, that's awesome, Scott. Holy smokes. All right, Red Willow, man your drum, stand by. We're going to go head-to-head dancing. 2 starts apiece. Those of you from the world, the top 5 of the world, come on over here. Meaning, if you haven't wore Mentuk bustles yet, you're a part of the world. Come on over here. We're going to ask you to come and pick some numbers out of the hat here. And then we're going to match you up with the other group. And 1s will dance with 1s, 2s will dance against 2s, 3s will dance against 3s, 4s will dance against 4s, and 5s will dance against 5s. To the world. These 2 stand right here. Kind of stay close, though, gentlemen. All right. These fancy dancers, they got a lot of vibe. They got a lot of energy. Okay. Eric, don't get us mixed up here. You know, I was talking to Eric, Mrs. Eric. You know, she said, you know, we don't even have storage at home. All we have is hackles and turkey spikes all over the house. We're not allowed to have cereal. We're not allowed to have extra clothes. All we have is hackles and turkey spikes all over the house. So I don't know what's happening here. It's truly a bustle dome factory. The children are in on it. The elders, everybody's are in on it. Everybody here is tying feathers. Everybody here knows about bustle making 101. It's gone to the world. It's all here. It's a family industry now. And those of you that don't have feather dance bustles, check them out on Facebook, Eric Mentuk Live. He will come to your community. He'll do a workshop. And it kind of started out as a granting opportunity, I believe. They put in for a grant. They got awarded the grant, and they started making bustles for people of Wayway Sikapo First Nation. So these are the top 5 over here. Then we're going to go on over here to the gentlemen that have bought bustles, have bustles been made by the Mentuk Feather Dancing Special. All right. She wanted to borrow some money, and I kept telling her I don't have any. And so, okay, thank you for coming on over. All right. What's happening next? We got a trophy here. Red Willow, stand by. Number 5 and number 5. Step on into the arena. Bear Creek, you'll be standing by. We're going to ask you for the songs. Here's number 5 from the world. Who's number 5 from the Bustle Dome? Who is it? Holy smokes. We got Eagle Bustles on the floor here. 2 starts, gentlemen, 2 starts. Who's the judges?
Pickup's coming right away, too.
Is there judges on this, or is it the people? How's this working?
Right away,
Is this up to Dad? How many of you in the arena here would like to be able to be a part of the judging? The only way this is going to work is if you're into it there, folks. Are you into it? Are you into the feather dancing? All right. Because he didn't want to do a balloting. He wanted to go by the people. All right? So the people, you got to be into it.
Shit, make this half red, this half blue.
Who's over there? I don't know. I hear spirits. I feel like a medicine man.
Real sacred.
All right. Holy smokes. I don't know. Buck Wallahy, listen to this. By round of applause, if the people ain't into it, we're going to go to the balloting, all right? So you decide, all right? Buck, we're going to turn it over to you because you came the farthest, all right? How many of you here in the house here are ready to be the judges? How about it for our fancy dancers? Buck, can I do it? I don't know. Manito Ahbee, we need to hear if you're into it. Are you into it for the fancy feather dancers? Can you judge this? That's not too bad. Okay, all right. We're on the clock here. We got to get moving. We're ready to go. We got 2 premier fancy feather dancers on the floor. Red Willow, 2 starts. Let's get them dancing. Hokaha. Let's warm them up here, Manito Ahbee. What do you say? What do you say right there? All right. Now, Eric, who's deciding on the loudness? Is that the family is? All right. Pay attention, family. All right, here we go. This is how it works here, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen how this is done. Our sponsor here, Mr. Mentuk, is going to put his hand over one of these dancers. When he does so, if you good people like what you saw, let him hear it. Let the good people know it so his family can choose. Only one of these dancers can go to the next round. Don't send them home disappointed. We're ready to go. What do you say about this dancer right here, ladies and gentlemen? What do you say about this dancer? We're going to go to Sunny Littlehead to the next go-round. Thank you. Kaysen Street, come on over here. We'll give you a little bit of consolation. And Kaysen comes to us from Spirit Lake, North Dakota. Outstanding dancer, long legacy of dance. Number 4s, step into the arena. Bear Creek, be ready to go. Number 4s, whoever you are. Who's the 4s? If you have John number 4, we're set. On a count of 3, 3, 2, and 1. Bear Creek. What do you say, Manito Ahbee? Woo! Yeah. Now you're into it. Thank you, PowWows fans. Come on over here. Stand and face the people. Great dancing. All right, Eric, do your thing, brother man. What do you say about this dancer, ladies and gentlemen? What do you say about this dancer right here? All right, this young man right here, I'm not sure his name, but the young man goes on to the next round. Is that right, Eric? Consolation goes to Mitch Baker. What's your name? RJ Tweeter goes on to the next go-around. Thank you, RJ, for being here, part of the Honor Dance Special. Let's get the number 3s to the arena here. Red Willow, stand by. Number 3s. If you have John, number 3, you got a number 3 in your hand. Make your way to the dance floor. Congratulations to consolation winner, Mitchell Baker. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got those that have drawn the number 3 number. We got 2 outstanding dancers here, ladies and gentlemen. No stranger to any contest, to any fancy dance challenge. This is good. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be great. Red Willow, here we go. Let's get them dancing. Hukka. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Fancy dancer extraordinaires. Wow. All right, gentlemen, catch your breath. Come on over here. Face the good people out there. Thank you, Red Willow. Just what we were looking for. All right. Eric is, here we go. What do you say about this dancer, ladies and gentlemen? What do you say about this dancer right here? Pat Mitswing, Loon Lake, Saskatchewan, will go to the next round of dance. Ladies and gentlemen, receiving consolation and honors here for being with us from Rosebud, South Dakota. Let's give him a big round of applause right here. Chunku, 1 star. Thank you, Chunku, for being with us. Number 2s, here we go. Number 2s. Bear Creek, stand by. Once the 2s are in place, we're going to go for 2. Did you catch that one, Colin? Once the 2s are in place, we're going to go for 2. That was pretty good, huh? All right, here we go. Number 2s, you're on. Bear Creek, hookah. Thank you, feather dancers. Good show all around. Thank you, Bear Creek. Man, Gabe Godot, we got you for spading. Spading. All right. Here we go. What do you say for this dancer right here? What do you say for this dancer right here? We're going to go to the gentleman on the left. I believe he is from the Yanzi family. We'll get a name here. We want to say thank you to the other young man from over in Saskatchewan. Thank you for being around here. Sincere Todo. But now, Jared Yanzi will go to the next go-round of dance. Dene Nation. All right, now we're here for the number 1s. We got Alberta versus Manitoba. We got the world versus the dome. Are both of you domers? You guys both part of the dome? One time we went out to Nova Scotia. We went to the dome. Just ask Poundmaker. All right, Red Willow, we're back to the dance action. Number 1s, let's give them 2. Here we go. Hookah. Thank you, Red Willow. Holy smokes, those are some wicked fierce songs. Bert Crowfoot is all ready to go. He's all limbered up. Holy smokes. Man, he just arrived. I think Ernest Munias played him out last night. Oh, man. We were there. What do you say for this dancer right here? What do you say for this dancer right here? Looks like Kenny Pratt Jr. will go to the next go-around of dance. We want to say thank you to the other gentleman here. Daryl Brenton, Alberta, Canada. Thank you, Daryl. All right, what's next, Eric? Top 5. Top 5, come on into the arena. Top 5 judges, come on into the arena. Bear Creek, stand by. We'll get some intel. We'll find out what we need. So top 5, we're back to the showcase of our fancy feather dancers. Some of these gentlemen here, they've been a part of the fancy dance tradition and legacy for quite a number of years. And in the house here, we had one of our world champion of all times in the house. We had John Pancho Brady. He was the guy that set the tone, set a new pace, a unique style of dance. He was in the house earlier, but he's on supper break. But we'll give him a shout out. We got the top 5. We're looking for a full song. Full song right here. We got the juice to turn them loose, turn them up, turn them loose. All ready to go. Bear Creek, let's get them dancing. The top 5 right here. And the Eric Mentuk Honor Dance Special. Bear Creek, you got it. Here we go. Hookah, you're live. We got that fancy dance vibe. Yeah. What do you say, Manito Ahbee? Let 'em hear it. Yeah. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, your fancy feather dancers right here in Treaty 1 territory. We're going to be looking for the 5th place, the 4th place, and the 3rd place honoree. Come on over here, gentlemen, face that way. And the last 2 standing, you're going to dance another song for 1st and 2nd. The grand prize will be $2,000, a trophy. A 2nd place will get a trophy and $1,000. 5th place now will receive a trophy and $200, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Kenny Pratt Jr., Wikpazuka, Manitoba, Sioux Valley's finest fancy dancer. And now, 4th place honoree receiving a trophy, $300, and a big round of applause from each and every one of you right here, ladies and gentlemen. T.J. Tweeter, R.J. Tweeter, Fort Berthold, North Dakota. 3rd place right here receiving a trophy, some cash, And a big round of applause from each and every one of you right here, ladies and gentlemen. Jared Yazzie, Dene Nation, welcome. Thank you. Now we're going to get down to the championship showdown. Red Willow, get a song ready to go. Now this is the time that it's okay to ask for a Red Willow. Now back in Ronnie McNabb's day when you went and got a Red Willow, it was for something that you were doing wrong. But today we're going to use the Red Willow for something good. We're going to go a full song, gentlemen, I believe. Full song. $2,000 bragging rights and a big old trophy, gentlemen. Man, somebody brought the trophy days back. Look at this, Bert Crowfoot. Remember back in the 80s, we used to have trophies for everything. Nowadays, nobody gives out trophies anymore. But Eric Mentuk and family, they're bringing the concept back. We got trophies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to go on somebody's TV stand. You remember that, Buck? Remember when we won something, we put it on the TV stand? Merle remembers that too. Merle had a whole bunch. Merle had so many trophies back in the day that, well, you know, he had to move out of the house. There was too many trophies. Then he got a divorce, and all those trophies got broken up, and no more trophies, no more evidence. Holy smokes, too wicked. Merle didn't know I knew those stories. That's all right, brother. All right. We're ready to go. Back to the show here, ladies and gentlemen. Dancers, are you ready? This is our rendition of Indian UFC. Presiding over this, ladies and gentlemen, Buck Wallahy, if he would please, he'll be presiding over this. Here we go. All right, we're ready to go. Fancy Dance Showcase. 2 world champions, 2 world-class dancers. Your second place winner, ladies and gentlemen, Makwa Sahagan First Nation, Patrick Mitswing. Let's give him a big round of applause. Second place honoree. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion of the Eric Mentuk Dance Special, ladies and gentlemen, Sonny Littlehead. Montana. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Eric Mentuk and his champion, Sonny Littlehead. And he also is an all-star basketball player for the Haskell Indians, ladies and gentlemen. Proud to have him here. Thank you. Good job, Sonny. Many of you know his family, outstanding dance family from the Cheyenne and Dene Nations. Sonny Littlehead, your champion. $2,000, big old trophy, and lots of love from the family. All right, thank you to Pat Mitswing. We're going to ask Red Willow, Bear Creek, come on up and shake hands with the family. On behalf of the family, they appreciate your song. They appreciate you staying through supper break. Appreciate you in this fashion. And he said, in keeping in tradition, I'm not only going to just give you some monetary, but I'm also going to feed you. I'm going to feed you supper. I said, I know, he said, I understand and I appreciate you singers, everything that you do. We know sometimes on the road it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to maintain, a lifestyle. But thank you, Red Willow, for being here. And also the Bear Creek. I appreciate your song, staying through the supper break and making these dancers go for it. They put their A game on the floor. So thank you, Bear Creek. Good show all around. Ooh, the smokes, these are some big boys. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. We're going to be going right into the Shunka Waka dance here in a little bit on behalf of Brendan Patrick, birthday boy. And I believe this is brings to finale. Del McKay, Hiopo, come on up here. We want to thank you, Koda, for being here, standing with the family. And an appreciation from one brother to the next. He says, I'm going to give you something special. I'm going to give you some feathers. He said, I honored my father. I want to honor you as my brother. I want to give you some special feathers to honor you for your friendship. And hopefully many days of good hunting, many days of sharing good experiences. So on behalf of Eric Mentuk and family, I want to say thank you to the PowWows Committee and to all the good people that were here and to his home community of Wewe Shikapo. He says, Chimigwech. Aho, hetchetualo. Thank you, Eric Mentuk and family. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful special. He shared some a little bit of cash donation here and monetary. I want to say thank you in that way. I believe Lisa, who's coming forward next? Marianne and family. And folks, those of you hanging around, waiting around, we're still on supper break, so go on over to the Indigenous Market space, get some food. And yeah. All right. I've been asked to speak on behalf of our birthday relative here, Brendan Patrick. And Brendan is bringing forward, along with his family, on behalf of the Patrick family, Marianne High Eagle Patrick. And I'm not sure who's singing for her. Hey, Lisa, we got a good interlude. We need to vacuum the floor, so instead of having an inner tribal, we'll have the vacuumers come in. All right. All right. It's kind of we had all these fancy dancers, all this wonderful dancing, so we're going to go off the air for about 10 minutes or so. We'll let the vacuumers come in. We'll clean up the floor. We'll clean it all up again so that the horse dancers can come on in and make a mess again. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right. So horse dancers, you'll be getting ready. Those of you that, I almost said it here, that are getting prepared. Those of you that are getting set up here, horse dancers, get set up. And vacuumers, come on in. I'm not sure who's singing. Terrence Brown and Company. Terrence Brown and Company is going to take care of the singing. All right, so Terrence, are you sitting there at Red Willow? You're going to sit with the Red Willow guys. Okay, so Terrence Brown as you know, sings with the outstanding battling horse drum group of Manito Ahbee Pow. He's been asked to sit down and get some songs ready. While the family is setting up here, though, we're going to go on a quick 10-minute, a little bit standby. We're going to bring in the facility crew. They're going to do a quick sweep up and prepare the arena floor. And all of you horsetail dancers, all of you horse dancers, be standing ready. Shunka Wachipi Kikte, be standing by. And somewhere around here, shortly after the horse dance, we'll get right into drum roll call. We'll get right into Saturday Night Live. The horse songs will come to us from Terrence Brown and Company over there at Red Willow / Battling Horse. We'll get some sound over there in a little bit. In the meantime, though, we're going to clean up the floor. So all of you children, we love you dearly. We love all of your children, but we're going to ask you to kind of vacate the arena floor. Vacate the arena floor, okay? We're going to let in our facility staff. They're going to do a little bit of house cleaning. They're going to clean it up in here and make it look nice. Spick and span. Man, on those of you tonight, we're going to be looking for 4 more of you to get on the Hummer draw. Man, the Dillon family is going to be looking for 4 outstanding dancers tonight. So those of you dancers getting ready to come into tonight's grand entry, we got the Dillon family. They're looking for 4 finalists to go into the official Hummer draw. You might be able to take home a Hummer tonight, sometime this weekend. We're going to be looking for somebody. You got to spin the wheel. It's got to land on Hummer. That doesn't mean you win the Hummer. That means that you get the chance to roll the die. You get the chance to roll the die. And this is how wicked this special is, Colin Masu. It's got to land on Hummer. The wheel's got to land on Hummer. And then the dice, that means you get to roll the dice. And then those 4 dice magically, miraculously, got to turn over and be ones. You get one, you got to 1 chance to roll, and you got to see 2 sets of snake eyes. Holy smokes. Now, that's a 1 in a million chance, I believe. But the Dillon brothers, they said, we're willing to wager it. We have a car company. We're willing to put it out there. So, but facility staff from right here at the RBC Convention Center, come on in. Let's clean up the arena. Let's get all this stuff taken care of. And then we're going to bring in the horsetail, the Horse Nation. Horse dancers, be standing ready. We're going to be getting set up here. We're going to ask Brendan, Patrick, and family to begin ready. All of you that had anticipated coming forward to dance in our horsetail special, our horse dance special, we're going to ask you to be getting ready. Also, for all of your friends and relatives, if you're in the house, let your good friends and family know we're on PowWows.com. We're live, minute for minute, moment for moment, live powwow. Get on to the live powwow stream, PowWows.com, for the live powwow action. You can tune in. You can see all of your favorite world-renowned, world champion singers and dancers right here on the live stream on PowWows.com. Also, we want to encourage you to get on to the Manito Ahbee Facebook page, to the Twitter page. Start using your hashtags. Go hashtag Ignite Your Spirit. Hashtag Manito Ahbee, all that good stuff. This way, there's an archival record of all the good happenings, all the proceedings that you've been seeing and witnessing. But all of you Horse Nation dancers, Shunkawaka Oyateki, be standing by. The singers are ready. The family is coming forward. So all of you horse dancers, be ready to go. And a little bit of history on this dance that's coming forward. It's in our history, it tells us here on the North American continent, we've always had the four-legged, this great beast of burden known as the horse. It has always been told to us that way. It's in all of our oral histories, all of our traditions, our culture has told us that. But somewhere in the modern history and the modern conveyance of history, someone had perhaps changed the outcome of that, and someone said the conquistadors and the Spaniards brought the horse to the North American continent.